Good morning, students. Today we are going to complete an assignment and you get to be my guinea pigs in using a new tool that I mentioned to your parents yesterday in an email called Kami. And what it does is it allows me to put our assignments online, and it gives you some tools over here for marking on your paper. And then all you have to do is submit it to me when you are finished, and it allows us to work in this fashion without having to print anything or take a snapshot and send a picture or submit anything in Seesaw, although we will still be using Seesaw and some of those tools just to kind of mix it up and keep it fresh. But this is a great way for me to get some grades and also monitor how you're doing on your goals. So everyone who is part of this multiplication division group has got some goals that you need to master before your next meeting, which won't be until next year, but they're all related to multiplication and division problem solving. So this page we're going to do together is side A, and it is just like the equal groups game that we played yesterday, where we rolled the dice and filled in the organizer. And so it is just a little bit of practice on how you understood that lesson. So if you go to the side of your screen and you hit drawing, you'll have some tools that pop up. If you hit one of the colors, you'll get a whole bunch of other colors. Now, if you mess up, you can simply hit eraser, like I did a minute ago, and touch on it and it will erase whatever you like. So let's go through this. We're all figuring this out together. I am going to try to scroll this up. Let's look at number 1 together. It says, on his first turn, Sam rolled a 4. Well, remember from yesterday that my rolls are my number of groups. So I'm just going to, with my finger, put a 4 right there on my number of groups. And I'm going to divide my bar into 4 equal parts. Now, boys and girls, it does not have to be perfectly divided. I don't want you to stress and spend a lot of unnecessary time trying to make those perfectly divided, as mine are not. But just get as close as you can. All right, I'm going to switch colors because it says, then he rolled a 3. And remember, the second roll is how many there are in each group. So we're going to put a 3 in each group. And we are looking for the total. Remember, boys and girls, the only time I multiply, or add for that matter, is when I'm looking for the total. But because we're working in multiplication and division, we're going to multiply in this instance. So I've got 4 groups. Now remember this symbol right here. Let me see if I can get a different color. This symbol right here. A lot of boys and girls at this point consider this to be the times symbol. I want you to kind of reframe your thoughts about this symbol. And I want every time you see it to think about groups of. And I want you to kind of get yourself into the habit, and I will try to read those sentences in that fashion too. But that symbol means groups of, and it will actually kind of help you in your head make a mental picture. So we've got 4 groups of 3. So I'm going to write a 4 groups of 3, and I'm going to use my threes chant to help me figure out what the answer is. So I've got 3, 6, 9, 12, and 12 is my answer because that's what I landed on. I hope that this makes sense. Let's look at problem 2. Now, if at any time that I go faster than you're able, feel free to just push pause, catch up, and complete it. On the next 2, you might even try pushing pause, doing it on your own, and then checking your work as you watch my explanation. It's just a thought. It's really whatever your comfort level is. Okay, on number 2, it says on her next turn, Sarah rolled a 2. So that's my number of groups, and I'm going to divide my bar into 2 equal parts. It says then she rolled a 6. So I'm going to put a 6 on this side and a 6 on this side. I'm looking for my total, which means this is an equal groups multiplication problem, and I've got 2 groups of 6. So now I'm going to count by 6s 2 times. If you are new to my resource math class and you haven't gotten to your 6s, remember that it does not matter the order that you multiply. I can count by 6 2 times, which is really what the problem is. But if I don't know my 6s yet, I can also count by 2s 6 times. So let's see how that would work. 6, 12. Oh, so counting by 6 2 times got me to 12. Let's count by 2 6 times and see if that isn't the same answer. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Go down the tree and up again, 12. Look there. Either way, whoops, gonna use my eraser. Either way, I get a 12. Okay? All right, let's look at number 3. On his next turn, Sam rolled a 3. So I'm going to put 3 on my top, and the very best that I can, I'm going to divide that bar. Whoops, let me use my eraser. I'm going to divide that bar into 3 equal parts. Then he rolled a 5. Ooh, look there. I got a whole bunch of new colors. That is so cool. I am going to do blue. Here we go. So I'm going to put, oh, it didn't do it, did it? Oh, there it is. You guys are probably better at this than I am. Oh, there we go. There's my 5s. And I'm looking for my total. And so my number sentence, I've got 1, 2, 3 groups. So I'm going to do 3 groups of, and I've got 5 in each group. So 3 groups of 5, and I'm going to count by 5 3 times. 5, 10, 15. And so 15 is my answer. Boys and girls, for the remainder of this assignment, side B, you have got 3 problems to do on your own in just this same fashion. Have a parent read it if you need to, or a sibling. It does appear that we have a text-to-speech box here that you can have it read the page. I have not figured out how that part works yet. So while we are learning this together, go ahead and have someone read it for you. I don't have a submit button on my screen because I'm in teacher mode, but at the top of your screen, you will have a submit button. And you don't need to worry because it will communicate with your Google Classroom and I will receive your assignment. I cannot wait to see how this tool works for us. I'm excited. If you do have any questions or any comments or want to share something you've learned about these tools that I haven't expressed or I probably don't know, please feel free to comment below, and I can't wait to get your assignments. Have a great day.